Hello, and welcome to Filmsquatch, the podcast where two guys from the Deep South watch and review movies about Bigfoot. It's that simple. Each episode takes a look at a single film about a Sasquatch or a Yeti, and the guys break it down for you. Patrick and Kendall are true believers, but they're too old, too fat, and too lazy to get up off their sofas and go hunt for a Sasquatch themselves. So they just sit back and watch movies about them. Now, let's head over to the Filmsquatch screening room, where Patrick and Kendall are ready to discuss their latest film.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Filmsquatch. It's been a while. We've been off on our holiday hiatus. This is our fourth season starting tonight. Welcome back. This has been a lot of fun. Kendall, can you believe we've been doing this for 4 years?
No, it's hard to believe. It's even more hard to believe that we've maintained listeners for 4 years.
Well, I want to welcome everybody back, and I'm Patrick Bennett, and joining me is Kendall, the Crazy Cajun Fontenot, as always. And we're so happy to be in our fourth year talking about narrative Bigfoot films.
Yep.
So if you're just joining us and never heard of us, that's all we do. I like to tell people that we're like the old Siskel and Ebert TV show from the 80s called At the Movies. Same thing, except all the movies that we talk about and review are Bigfoot movies. So welcome, and we're going to kick off season 4 here with the movie from 2017, and it is called Sightings. So, Kendall, are you on the same page? Because I saw there was one called The Sighting, and then there's one called Sightings.
Nope.
So I hope we watched the same.
Checked out 2017's Sightings.
I found both my dogs in the field yesterday. I figured it was extraterrestrials coming down to do their experiments on the dog's fur, but after what I seen tonight, it explains it.
Well, I don't see any tracks. It's probably just a wild animal got them.
Those women were found dead on your property the day after your resignation. And the worst of it all is your footprints were the only ones found near the scene of the crime.
I am under investigation for all this, and the last thing I want to do is draw attention to me and my family.
Hannah! Hannah!
You guys know this thing could be out there waiting for us, right?
Something's out there! If we go to that thing and lure it out, it will be on the offensive and therefore aggressive, but if we go to it and come upon it when it's at rest, it won't have time to react and it will drop.
Hold on to her! Hold on to her!
This film, it's more rooted in science fiction. I mean, it is a Bigfoot film, but it's got a lot of sci-fi in there, and it's just not a straight-up Bigfoot story. So with that said, I want to make note of, it's filmed somewhere in Texas. I'm not sure exactly where. I did look up the production company, and they're based in Austin. So I'm pretty sure this is probably filmed just right outside Austin somewhere, a little small town, you know, but...
The town itself that's mentioned in the movie is Thorndale.
Thorndale, is that
Texas?
Actual town?
And that is a real place. It's in Milam County. It's just north and east. It's more east than north, but it's northeast of Austin and Round Rock, Texas, if anybody's familiar with those towns. Also, everybody's probably heard of Austin. If you're a minor league baseball fan, you've probably heard of the Round Rock Express, Nolan Ryan's minor league squad there in Round Rock, Texas. So yeah, Thorndale is a real place, and I believe the film was shot in and around Thorndale.
Cool. Yeah, the first thing I noticed was everything was flat, and I said, "Well, they got to be around Texas, around
Yeah.
Texas or Louisiana or something." And then I saw Texas license plates, so then I looked it up. But yeah, the production company is out of Austin, and they made a handful of films over the years. But well, I guess, man, you want to jump in and we'll just basically talk about just the premise of the film. You want to get and run with it?
Yeah, pretty much. A sheriff. This is a trope that I've seen in a number of films, where like the grizzled veteran, or the tough cop, he retires, but he should have retired a day sooner, because in this film, sheriff retires and three dead females show up on his ranch, and he becomes a suspect, the prime suspect in a murder case that ends up spanning across the western United States, and he starts to look for answers. He starts to look for his wife, who abandoned him, and his daughter, and he turns up a lot of things that most sheriffs wouldn't turn up in day-to-day life, I guess. The film stars Boo Arnold as Tom Mayfield, and he's accused of murdering three women and his wife, so four women total. It's got Talia Morgan as Hannah, his daughter, and Rowan Erickson as Ricky Haggard, who is Boo's brother-in-law and Hannah's uncle, and he believes in Bigfoot, UFOs, all sorts of different supernatural and paranormal things. We've also got Tiffany Neville, who plays Lillian Mayfield. She's Ricky's sister, and she's Boo's estranged wife, and she comes into play throughout the film, but her body is found in California. And then we have Jason J. Lewis as Deputy Lemoyne, Boo's replacement, who he isn't the bravest of men, but he's got a good heart. Kevin Sizemore as Detective Pitney, who's looking to make a name for himself with this case. And then you've got Stephanie, I guess it's Drapeau, as Rebecca Otis, a paranormal investigator who comes to Texas to investigate what's going on in with the three bodies that are found on the sheriff's property.
Hot too. I liked her.
And of course, we cannot forget probably the most famous actor in this film is Dante Bosco as Akira Nagi. He's a security camera guy, and fans of the film Hook will recognize him as Rufio. Patrick, I don't know if you picked up on that or not.
You talking about Peter Pan Hook?
Yeah, with Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was
Rufio.
Boys?
Yeah, he was the one who was basically took Peter Pan's place after he left Neverland.
Right. Cool, man. Yeah, I didn't realize that, and I tell you what, I don't think I've seen any of these actors in anything else.
He's the only one that I recognized, and he's also a voice actor. He's done some other stuff too, but I think most of our viewers and listeners would recognize him as Rufio from Hook.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the cinematography in here. The thing I like to say right off the bat is, I mean, it looked good, but I don't think there was nothing special about it. Just a average film, but shot. I wouldn't say shot well. I'd just say it was shot good. There was no real problems. Everything looked smooth, in focus. Just the normal camera work. Nothing to write home about.
I thought they did a pretty good job of showcasing the ranch and the area of Thorndale, the city itself, what little bit that did take place in the city. I thought they did a real good job of that. Everything looked great on the film. I have no complaints here. Also with the music, I really didn't have any complaints. It fit the film. It worked very well. It helped move the story along. Thought it was excellent.
Let's talk about some of the acting in it. The dad and the daughter, I thought they were okay, but man, that brother-in-law, I thought he was horrible, man. To me, it felt like they went into Walmart and they found the guy that worked in the fishing counter, and they were like, "Hey, you want to be in our film?"
Well, and honestly, I think that might have been the whole intent. They
Go to
wanted him to
Walmart.
be they wanted him to be yeah, they wanted him to be like a Joe Blow
Yeah,
type character who believed in Bigfoot and who sought out
yeah.
Bigfoot
Well,
and
I'm not talking
all
about
that
the
kind of
character. I'm
stuff.
talking about his acting.
No, I know, and that's what I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah,
I've run into people in Walmart and other places who act like him. I mean, it's their natural way of being. I didn't have any issues with how he acted. I thought he did a good job. He was a big goober
yeah. I
who
was
was
gonna say he reminded me of
paranoid.
Goober off Andy Griffiths. He was a goober, all right. But
Yeah, he
I'll
was.
tell you, a small role in this film was the Hispanic reporter girl.
Yeah,
Man, I just tell you, being coming from the background in film and television, that in an English speaking network or an affiliate, they would not hire a reporter like that, a field reporter who has such a thick accent to where, I mean, it just wasn't realistic to me at all,
yeah. I know where you're coming from there.
especially in Austin area.
Yeah,
If you're on television, they're going to find somebody that speaks good English, not
yeah.
broken English.
Of course, you could make the argument because she was with the Thorndale local television station, and I don't think Thorndale would have a very big station. They
Yeah.
flashed the population. It wasn't much. I don't remember how much it was, but so yeah, they might have just she was there, so she got the job. That kind of deal. But so what else do you want to talk about? I mean, the acting was good overall to me. I thought they all did a pretty good job.
Yeah,
I don't have any major complaints.
it was okay.
Um,
I want just a few general notes about the film that I want to mention. 35 minutes into the film, and I was super bored, man. I'm not gonna lie, I was super, super bored. 35 minutes in, and no Bigfoot yet, and not even a
I knew you were going to
footprint,
say
not
that.
even a footprint, nothing. No,
Yeah,
I mean, and just some claw marks on a tree, and that's 35 minutes into it. And
yeah,
that's longer than a full episode of Boggy Creek the series. And in
yeah,
Boggy Creek the series, you've already seen Bigfoot several times and wrapped up the whole plot of the show. So that's a little too long for me to wait to see any evidence or anything, any foreshadowing or anything of the actual creature. But the film, it did pick up for me probably about an hour into the film, just a little bit. And that's when the four characters came together and decided to go out and find Bigfoot. Kind of picked up
yeah.
just a little bit. I don't know about you. What was your overall thoughts of the film?
Yeah, I thought, yeah, I'm in total agreement with you about it being kind of dull in the beginning. It takes a very long time for this film to get going, and when it does finally get started, whenever like you said, the group gets together and they get a game plan to stop this creature. Yeah, that's when it really starts to roll. Um, I wasn't bothered as much by the lack of Bigfoot as you are, because I thought once the story did get going, it was very good. I liked how they blended cryptozoology with ufology, holding to the belief that Bigfoot is an extraterrestrial being, most likely sent out to scout, the wilderness or whatever, and to track down humans and animals, taking hogs and stuff like that. Uh, I appreciated that about the film. Um, I like that, and they give a little legitimacy to it by mentioning the BFRO, the Bigfoot Field Research Organization, which if you're a Bigfoot researcher or if you're an armchair researcher like I am, you know who the BFRO is. They name drop that group. Um, but yeah, the film does take a very long time to get started. I do wish we could have seen at least the face of the creature. We don't even get to see the face of it ultimately, but it seems like they spent more of their special effects budget on the UFO side of it. And I'm not spoiling anything by saying that because they talk about UFOs right off the bat. But yeah,
So
I
did you have any favorite scenes in the film?
honestly, um, at the end of the film, whenever they you have the scene where they're showing them getting prepared for the next time something like that happens. I just liked like them getting prepared for all that, and like the brother setting the brother-in-law setting aloe vera plants all over the place. I've never heard of that before. In this film, for those of you who haven't seen it, it's mentioned that aloe vera plants were used to ward off Bigfoot. I've never heard that before. Patrick, have you ever heard that?
No, not at all.
Did you
Over
have a
here,
favorite?
it's always been a belief that shotguns ward off Bigfoot, not aloe vera plants.
Well, did you have? I did notice there were some continuity errors. Um, the biggest continuity error at one point, um, Hannah, the daughter, she gets attacked by Bigfoot. She has this huge gash in her leg. She can barely walk. They take her back to the house. She takes a shower. She gets cleaned up. She gets out and she's not limping anymore. And you don't even see a gash on her leg.
It's that Texas spring water, man, that they got
I guess
coming through their piping.
the special effects were, for the most part, practical. We don't see the creature hardly at all. We just see little bits and pieces of its back and stuff like that.
I'll tell you, we're talking about favorite scenes. I'll tell you the scene I like the most was when you actually see Bigfoot, like, sorta. You see him through the curtains and he's walking along that porch.
Yeah.
That was awesome, man. That looked great. And my other favorite scenes were the glimpses you got of Bigfoot. They never like straight up show him, but the glimpses look good. Especially there's one scene, I think it's when the girl's out in the woods with her camera.
Yeah, that's
And
when he
the
attacks
first
her.
time she sees him, it's like
Yeah.
from the waist down, you just see his silhouette. Like that looked good, man. And let's go ahead. We've already kind of talked about the costume, but let's go ahead and talk a little more on it. But I was talking about the whole scene where they fought Bigfoot, and you finally see it.
Yeah.
You think you're going to see him, but you don't, man. They show just glimpses, man. That pissed me off, man. I waited so long for something to get started in this movie, and then they don't even pay off. I don't know what the deal was. I was just completely let down by Bigfoot. But the costume, we didn't see him. The small glimpses we've got of like the arm or his legs or him walking, and you see him through curtains, basically just a silhouette.
Yeah.
We deserve much more from this film, especially from Bigfoot. I mean, it wasn't no demon warp, but with the sci-fi in here. But still, I expected to see Bigfoot. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I mean, you know me. If the story's good, seeing the creature doesn't really matter to me. And I thought eventually this film was good enough to pull it off without having to see the entire creature. I do wish we could have at least seen the face one time, even if it was just a mask, and with no jaw movement or anything like that, just to see it one time. Because they kept teasing, and they never showed it.
Yeah.
It's just
I dated girls like that.
Now I did like going back to the whole mentioning of BFRO. I don't remember the book titles. I didn't write them down when I was watching it, but they show a bunch of books that also lend a little bit of legitimacy to the story as far as it being based in the real world, real Bigfoot world. The daughter picks up those books from the brother-in-law and she starts reading them. She finds them on the shelf. She starts reading through them and all that. The dad's a skeptic. I like that aspect of it. He's a skeptic at first. And then you have the Rebecca character, the investigator. He blows her off. I like how he does that at the beginning, kind of blows her off. And then her and Rufio kind of get together with the brother-in-law. And I liked that part. I thought that the idea to capture the creature, the original idea they come up with, was the best idea. And then the investigator, who should sort of kind of know what she's doing, comes up with a ridiculous idea, and they go with it. I didn't get that part of the movie, but overall it was pretty good. Now, let's talk a little bit about the movie poster. What were your thoughts? I want to hear your thoughts first because I'm going to give mine
Well,
after you.
I mean, I saw 2 or 3 different versions, and I didn't think any of were that good. I mean, to me, it was another letdown. You don't see Bigfoot on the movie, and then you let down by the poster.
Yeah,
that was my take on it.
The only one that I saw was the one with the giant alien eye,
Yeah,
and the reflection of the woman being lifted up into the sky. It looked cheap.
yeah.
I hated it. This is one of the worst movie posters I've seen for a movie. Period. I don't care if it's a Bigfoot movie or a rom com. This was a bad poster. It just looked very cheap. They didn't try. Maybe the other posters were better, but that one just was terrible. I didn't like it at all. Sorry to whoever designed it, but yeah, it stunk. I hated it. So, you got anything else you want to say about this feature?
No, man, that's pretty much. I think we wrapped up everything there is to say about it.
Okay. Well, with that being said, we've reached the point in this episode where we rate this film on a scale of 1 to 10 Bigfoot tracks, with 1 being the worst Bigfoot film ever made and 10 being the greatest Bigfoot film ever made, which is, in my opinion, The Legend of Boggy Creek. Patrick, do you want me to go first, or would you like to go first rating this film?
You can go ahead, man.
All right.
Not in any hurry.
Well, when I first started this movie, I didn't really care for it. Kind of like what you said earlier, it was dull, it was boring, it was real slow moving. It took forever to get started, but once it got started, I think it salvaged itself. It was a much better film than it should have been. I think if Bigfoot would have been in it more, like visually, we would have seen him more. I probably would have really enjoyed this movie. I can look past some of the special effects and the whole UFO thing, tying it in. I thought that was an interesting aspect, but I think they wasted a little bit of the budget on that part of the movie. But I'm going to give it 6.5 Bigfoot tracks out of 10. It wasn't a great film, and I know you want full-fledged Bigfoot. You want all 9 feet of Bigfoot, or however big this creature was. I know that's what you want, and I know you didn't get that, but that's my take. I think it's worth 6.5, especially if you do like movies where or if you believe that Bigfoot and the UFOs or aliens are tied together in some way. This is a movie for you. I would recommend it if that's your thing. I personally don't think that Bigfoot and aliens are tied together. I think it's just a natural creature. But yeah, 6.5 Bigfoot tracks out of 10. Patrick, I know yours is lower than mine. Just give it to me.
So, man, Han Solo just basically drops Chewbacca off on Earth to go steal some pigs, and then picks him up, and they leave.
Yep.
I feel this could have been a 90% better movie if they just would have shown Bigfoot, man.
Yeah.
But that just really totally just pissed me off, man. When you have a Bigfoot movie and you never show him, it had the makings of a good Bigfoot movie, but to me they just fumbled the ball, man. Without showing him, they just fumbled. I mean, it's such a shame, man. I'll repeat my Bigfoot movie tropes that I harp on all the time. Tease the Bigfoot right away. Show us a footprint or the creature off in the distance or something. They also they let me down. Show us the entire creature within that first hour. You know, we need to see it. You building up, and you never show it. It just makes me mad. But they just totally missed it, man. I tell you, I'm going to give this movie 3 Bigfoot tracks, and that's saying a lot.
Okay.
3 Bigfoot tracks. I think I would have been better off watching John Schneider's Snow Beast again, or even Suburban Sasquatch. I know I would have been more entertained, and at least I would have gotten to have seen a creature, you know. Now, let's see what I was going to say about. There was a scene, where they fought Bigfoot, and they shot him. And they never once in that whole fight scene even show a glimpse of him, you know, and they're fighting him, they're shooting at him. Dude, that just completely let me down. I didn't appreciate that at all. I spent too much time invested watching this film to not that payoff of even seeing him. But I'm gonna stand there with that's a high score for me to give. This is a 3. It's probably more of a 2 level, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a 3. But anyway, that's my take on it. That's all I'm going to say about it.
All right, fair enough. I figured you were going to give it a low score. I just when I was watching, I was like, yeah, Patrick's going to hate this. I knew right off the bat, so he's not going to like this at all.
That's one thing over these seasons. We've come to kind of learn each other's tastes and that about these films. We already know what we're going to say about it. You know what each other's going to say.
Yep. Well, we've got some news.
Oh yeah,
we're shifting gears. Here we're stepping out of the critics chair, if you could even say we're critics. We're just 2 goofballs that like to watch Bigfoot movies. But you kind of threw your hat into the ring and made your own Bigfoot film, short film.
Well, yeah.
You want to tell us about it?
We're working on it, man. So people probably know if they've been listening to the podcast, or if they've been looking at the digital magazine that we have, Filmsquatch Quarterly, you know that we're making Filmsquatch is producing a Bigfoot short film, all right? And it's called Tatai Modi, which people are usually like, what? Tatai Modi. And it's basically a Cajun French slang word that means like cursed monster, okay? Like a tatai. It's like the old Cajun women would tell their kids, there's a tatai under your bed. You better go to sleep or he's going to get you. You know, it's just a made up thing about a monster. So anyway, it's a Cajun Bigfoot movie about some Cajun folklore about a creature called the Tatai Modi, and it takes place in the 1970s out in the Atchafalaya swamp area, and it's just small cast, man. We got a guy and a girl and a Bigfoot, and then there's 2 the leads of the film are these 2 hunter guys. All right,
yeah.
They're hunters out there, and they kind of look like us to me.
Yeah, if I understand correctly, one of them is like the poor man's Tom Cruise. He does his own stunts. He's definitely better looking than Tom Cruise. But yeah, I'm not going to say who he is. He might look like me. But yeah, blood was shed. I thought we did a pretty good job.
I'll tell you, anybody living in Southwest Louisiana, if you know of the little town called Sulphur, Louisiana, at their Henning House Cultural Center, they just opened on Thursday a brand new exhibit called Curiosities. And it's a two floors full of artwork, okay? And Curiosities, it's all, this year I think the theme is it literary inspirations?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you.
But anyway, it's usually some creepy and kind of gothic and monstrous, just stuff like that. But anyway, they've accepted our exhibit for Tatai Modi, showing some stuff from our movie. We've got a movie poster in there. We've got some lobby cards, and we've got the actual costume used in the film. It's on a mannequin. So if you're anywhere near Sulphur, Louisiana, stop by and check it out, man. I think you'll like what you see. A lot of
that exhibit
artists in there.
that exhibit's open until the end of February.
Yep. So you got time to go check
So
it
you've
out.
got about a month and a half to check it out if you get a chance. And it's free. Admission is free.
Free. Yeah.
So you go check it out.
Go give
and
the artist
enjoy.
some love.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And some of the works are for sale. So you might find something in there that you want to purchase and help an artist, a local artist out. I think they feature over like 30 artists from Texas and Louisiana.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff
something like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I want to say, so okay, we're entering our fourth season. I'll tell you, man, doing this podcast has been awesome. We've met some incredible people, some incredible filmmakers, and I've learned that we've inspired some filmmakers out there to actually make a Bigfoot film, for our Bigfoot short film challenge, which our fourth one started now. You have plenty of time to get us a film. I mean, you can go out with your phone and shoot a 2 or 3 minute Bigfoot film and enter it, and you could win. I mean, it's not about quality. It's about entertaining. If you make a good, entertaining Bigfoot movie, you could win this. And I say win. I mean, it's not much. Mainly you get bragging rights, that you won the contest for this year. But what you do get, we're going to show you your film to a live audience at 2 or 3 festivals throughout the year, some actual film festivals and at some like a Bigfoot type festival. And your film will get to be included in that lineup, so audiences will see it. Plus, you're going to get a certificate. You're going to get like $200 cash, which isn't much, but I mean, we want to give you something. You'll get a trophy, and you'll get a Filmsquatch prize pack, which you never know what it's going to include. I always try to throw a T-shirt and a coffee mug in there, but then we'll put some other things in there too. But it's fun. I mean, you can get out with your friends on a weekend and make a short film, a Bigfoot short film. But we ask 2 things: it be your own original work, and that it's no more than 2 years old. So if you have a film you already made within the past 2 years, you can send us that, and we'll put it in the contest. And we just say that whatever length, as long as it's under 30 minutes or less. But yeah, get that to us. You still got what, Kendall, at least 3 months to get it to us? Man?
Yeah, around that. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got plenty of time. I mean, you can go out and make one tomorrow with your phone. Make one on Bigfoot in traffic.
And if you have a feature-length Bigfoot film and you want us to review it, or maybe if you want to possibly be on the podcast with us, we can interview you and talk with you about your film. Reach out to us on social media or at filmsquatch.com. We are on Facebook and Instagram, and we're both pretty active on there. So just reach out to us. Or if there's a movie you want us to review and we haven't reviewed it yet, let us know and we'll do our best to find it and watch it for you and tell you if we like it or not.
I want to say keep an eye on our social media pages, but mainly our website. We're going to start putting up our calendar for this year and add events to it. I know right off the bat, we've got a few things already set up. One is the Louisiana Comic-Con. And that's at the Cajun.
That's coming up in
Lafayette,
March.
Louisiana, in March. Okay. And Filmsquatch will be there. We'll have a table set up. Come by, say hi, tell us what your favorite Bigfoot movie is, and get a free sticker, man. Just come by and say hi. That's all we want. But we'll be there, and there should be a lot of cool guests there and artists and a lot of good things to buy and see. What else we got? I know we always have the Calcasieu Parish Short Film Festival in Sulphur, Louisiana. I forget when
it's coming up this spring,
around April or May or something.
Yep.
Then the Lake Charles Film Festival will be in October on the first Saturday of October. I think it's the 3rd this year. And we started with our good friends Jeff and Cindy Sheldon. Last year we started the Boggy Creek Monster Mingle in Falk, Arkansas, the home of the Legend of Boggy Creek, if you don't know where Falk is at. But we had our first festival last year, and Filmsquatch was there showing, I think we had 10 Bigfoot short films.
Yep, something like that.
And then we had our friend Mitch Lang showing his feature-length film, The Bogman, at the end of the festival. But we talked to the Sheldons, and we're doing a second one this year. We're going to continue it, and it will be Labor Day weekend on that Saturday, which is this year it's in September, I believe. So look up your calendar and mark down that Saturday of Labor Day, and it'll be back in Falk.
Yeah, and if you do happen to be passing through Falk anytime between now and Labor Day, or anytime, period, be sure to stop off at the Boggy Creek Boutique and hang out with Jeff and Cindy. They're going to treat you just like family.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been treated so well by people that I just met. Well, the first time we met them, and now they're family to me. I mean, Jeff and Cindy are awesome. Be sure to go support the Boggy Creek Boutique.
I'll tell you, there's another festival that one of us may be at, and that's the Boggy Creek Monster Festival at Dancing Ranch Farms. Is that the name of it?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, we've done that. I think we did it last year. And it was a good turnout. A lot of people there. They had some amateur wrestling going on. They have a wrestling ring set up. They had tons of Bigfoot vendors, selling all kind of things, Bigfoot related and other things, like food items, crafts, just a lot of stuff. A lot of food out there. They had food trucks. They had people cooking, like they had a fish fry going on from a church, barbecue, just a lot of good stuff. It was fun. They had a few people walking around in Bigfoot costumes, and then of course we were there, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun again this year.
Just thank everybody for checking us out and listening to us, and can't wait to see you guys next time. Patrick, you got any words of wisdom for us before we leave?
I just want to say, when you're walking around the flatlands of Texas and you're looking for that Bigfoot, I hope you see it, because this movie didn't show it to us. But anyway, watch your back, because Bigfoot's out there.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Film Squatch. If you like the podcast, please leave us a 5-star review and tell your friends about us. Make sure to like us on Facebook and join in on some of our interactive discussions. Remember, Bigfoot is out there. Watch your back.